Today, we come together from all corners of the globe, united and committed to find ways to step up ambition and committed to do what needs to be done.
Vulnerable countries are the voice of the crude reality of the impacts of climate change. We must protect them by fighting climate change.
I think the strongest message that's coming through is one of resilience. There is no excuse for climate inaction because we can turn the ship around.
Our current actions are not enough. We have to do more and we have to do fast.
The consequences of failing to act swiftly enough are unimaginable. Failure is unacceptable, and we must seize this moment before it's too late.
We must act based on what science and facts tell us. We need to end our current thinking about the cost of action and instead focus on the cost of inaction.
This is our moment of truth, the test of our humanity.
The responsibility for the world at large is to lift our ambitions now. Time is running out.
Because climate change is a threat multiplier. It threatens to make almost every major challenge humanity faces much worse.
Climate change is still moving faster than we are. As those witnessing its daily impacts, you know we cannot afford any more delays.
All countries and all people must play their part if we are to overcome the existential threat that we all face from climate change.
We must act together to step up global climate action.
We're all vulnerable to climate change and we are all responsible for addressing its causes and adapting to its consequences together.
Now we know that our work must be redoubled. We must continue to build the will to act on the climate crisis in every part of our societies, in every country.
We must act now. We must act swiftly. We created the problem and we must take care of it.
In a world of shared vulnerabilities, some nations and peoples are more vulnerable than others to the devastating impact of changes in sea levels, rainfall and weather pattern. No continent, no nation and no people can claim they are immune to the effects of climate change.
Science tells us with a high degree of confidence that global warming is likely to exceed 1.5 degrees Celsius between 2030 and 2052 if we continue with business as usual.
The climate knows no borders.
I hope that this meeting will generate more political support, more political will to take up the cause of serious, substantial, and profound climate action.
We know what we must do. We even know how to do it, and we simply cannot afford to wait.
It's a human conundrum. We're all in it together. Thus, with science as our guide, we must all rally to the call. All must play their part and be judged by history as to the effectiveness of our commitments.
I tell my people that from small things, big things grow. If individuals commit themselves to climate action, it sets off a chain reaction in our communities that can spread to cities, states, regions, nations, and the whole world.
Only when each of us has a hand in shaping the world's response to climate change will all countries have a chance to survive and to thrive.
If not us, who? If not now, when?